Birthday Hawa, birthday Hushai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hushai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hushai, Kohala, Yahwa, Haina, Yahwa, Shema Shai, Shema Kakadash, Yahweh Yahweh, Hala, Yahushai, bless you, Yahweh, bless you in the name of the God and Son, Yahushai, name of the Spirit Holy. All praise, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Shema Shai, Shema Kakadash, praise Yahweh, and the Son, praise Yahushai. Which are uttered in the Paleo Hebrew, language has been served unto us Hebrew Israelites have been called upon our power one consent. Or should we call upon the name of the Lord? You gotta say Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, the Heavenly Father is one of God the Son, the Most High, and the name is one of God the Son Yahushai, because Yahushai is our mediator. Alright? Get back to the Heavenly Father. Alright? And of course giving double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, the Akim that are there sincerely seeking the face of Yahweh Shemel Shai, seeking mercy. Alright, I give shalom to the election. Alright, that's the Bakriari Rishon Yashala. The handpicked, the chosen ones that the Lord is going to have mercy upon in these times. New children. Alright, the Lord can have mercy upon. Start with the prophets, the 144,000. Just like men, particularly, just like men, 12,000 on each of the 12 tribes of Israel. The Lord's going to have mercy upon. They're going to do this work. Of course, we have a great peaceful multitude of 1/3 believers. We're going to children of no prophets that's going to believe as well. Alright? And obviously, some things are, of course, balanced with Yahweh Shem Shai. There's a false balance of abomination to the Lord. There's right and left of things. So, we're talking about the right now, but then you got the left. The left is that the Lord got 2/3 that's going to die here in Babylon, Great America, destroyed. Wicked Israelites going to be destroyed, and it's going to be well needed because the iniquity, man, is just crazy. I believe I made the title kind of like about these rebellious young teens out here and such. Kids are straight up, rebels out here. I'm going to go into like 2 articles. And just go from there. And a couple precepts to go ahead. So, Shemai Mopin is a Mopin from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp in Philadelphia. Alright? Let's go with this movie lesson. Alright, so you have a curfew. Which is a regulation requiring people to remain indoors between specified hours, typically at night. Philadelphia, which a week ago, we had a story that was published by NBC 10, Philadelphia, which the city council approved a 10 p.m. curfew. Like, I remember when that was like even just proposed, like that's going to get passed because us as being in the city centers and such, we never have it be, especially being in Philly, the brotherless love, place. There's just no Philos. There's no really brothers loving each other. Us, of course, being the brothers in the truth, but these dudes are savage here in Philly. Philly's a cold city, right? Very cold, right? I knew it was gonna get passed. You got City Council approved 10 p.m. curfew for Philadelphia children and teens. All right, this is latest legislation now heads to Mayor Kenny's desk to be signed. You got it that the bill was passed by a vote of 15-1 on Thursday. Over the city has enacted a temporary curfew in an attempt to keep children safe amid a surge in gun violence. That the policy expired in September. Current bill does not have an end date. Right, and it's, hey man, they know what it is, man. These kids, they be crazy. I seen a kid, he was stomping at this other Jake. It was like a flash mob. In Philly, they do flash mobs. You during the summer, I think, didn't they have, I'm not sure if it was this summer or the other summer. We had like this big massive thing on 7th Street. I forget if somebody got shot or stabbed up and got killed. I gotta look up these different stories. But it justifies having these actual and these curfews where um, if you outside beyond that time, you got certain penalties, which really, like I say, they got look, they talking about they got curfew centers and such. They'll round you up, take you there. You see something like that. They said that they see an increased rate of young people involved in crime and criminal incidents simply because they're out too late. Yeah, but like I said, these Jake don't got nothing they really up to other than mischief. These kids, like I said, they demonic. The average kid is demonic man. You know. So what the prophecy says. I think it might be in Ezra's. Look it up real quick just to be. Honey. Second Ezra chapter 5 and 8. And it says, there shall be confusion, all right, bewilderment, also in many places. And fire shall be all sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Monsters, and that's what these Jake are. They monsters out here, savage, man. When you look, obviously, into that word for monster, that basically going to a savage, man. Monster, which is you got a birth defect. A malformed human or animal afflicted with a birth defect. Let me see. Repulsive All right. To think, to admonish. Let me see. That's basically it, man. He was beast. And you could tell these kids is beasts. Like I said, these kids, like I said, if you be on the buses or anything like that, taking public transport, you gotta watch out. Kids will just rob you, beat you up, slap you, do all type of dumb stuff. Man, these kids is raw. They'll kill. You know, you gotta watch out for these kids. You know, and like you said, it's prophecy that will bring forth these monsters. I got this other story about how this he killed his mom because he couldn't even get a VR headset, and then apparently word is he bought it anyway with a credit card after he killed her. You know, or deleted her. That's some craziness right there. That's some madness. You know, but this some of the different things in which the Lord set up in these times. You know, look many wax and coal, and he said these kids are just complete demonic, man. I'm telling you. And I'm happy, like you said, the Lord spared me from being one of them damn bastards, man. Get this other precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16. One, it says, desire not the multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in the ungodly sons, right? So you're supposed to have no delight in the ungodly son. These kids are ungodly, right? That parent no following the commandments, right? The Israelite kids we're talking about are these Israelite, really young Americans after you hit puberty. Women past power age, men hit puberty and such. Well, you could consider a man, all right? Woman, okay? It says, though they multiply, right? So these damn ungodly sons will multiply. Rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. So, if you have an ungodly child, you're not even supposed to be happy, or glad, because obviously they're demons, okay? Who the hell would be happy for having a damn demonic kid and stuff? There's no wrong either to, be like say like, oh, don't feel ashamed for having children. Like some of us didn't get the ability to have children at this time. Beyond what I'm saying, beyond physically, but having that choice, to do actually go up and have one, because we're focused on the law being the truth. But it says, I think if I can find it, it might say it. In verse 3, it says, trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and it's better to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. So it's better to not have this kid than to have an ungodly kid, man. Simple as that, man. So that's a route at my time for me, Yeah. I'm gonna go real quick because got like a lot of wicked stories going on, man. And I think I'm gonna go into the law. I'm just close it out, leave it like a simple, real simple, to the point lesson. got it. It's 21-18. I'm gonna look into this other story of these po ass kids, and in the curfews and all of that. That's just signs of the time. Scripture talk about man shall desire to enter a city and shall not be able to. There's going to be different checkpoints and all of that. And why? Because everything going to be under, of course, the NWO. All right, where E trying to rule. Obviously completely draconian, harsh and severe, and curfews come with that. Telling you where you can be and who can be there and etc. at what times, etc. All right. And also under what particular permissions. All right. Son kills mother. I'm gonna just kick this one. It's another one. This is off of Syracuse.com. Son charged with killing mother, his mom, right? At Van Buren home, troopers say. A man arrested Tuesday and charged with killing his mother, who was found dead at the Van Buren condo. Daniel D. Chilson, this dude is 43 years old, all right, was charged with second-degree murder and tampering with physical evidence after Leora A. Chilson, 74, was found dead in her bedroom. I want to see what the actual what's the actual murder was. Apparently, Leora Chilson's daughter called 911 around about 9:39 Tuesday to report her mom was dead and had a pillow over a heat at the Village Green condos, right? Ironwood Boulevard North. According to the old Danga Country County 911 center, dispatches the daughter and another son went to home to check on their mom, and it said that she hadn't appeared at work. And so she ain't going to work. Maybe they work. She was a daycare worker for Jordan Methodist Church at G. County Kids Daycare. Keller said dispatcher told officers that there was a fight report between the daughter and Daniel Chilson. The daughter said her brother had murdered her mom, dispatcher told officers. Daniel Chilson led with his mother. Keller said he arrested at a condo. All right, that's a demon right there. A kid, he was one of them mistress, the mistress woman bringing forth monsters. Mom brought forth a monster. Right. This was actually November the 30th. A 10-year-old boy, right, is now charged with as an adult in first-degree murder, reckless homicide for allegedly. I got the story right here. But he did shooting his mom on Monday, November 21st, after she would not allow him to purchase a virtual reality headset online. The compliment says Fox 6 is not naming the boy because of his age. According to the criminal complaint, Milwaukee police responded to the report of a shooting inside the residence near 87th and Hemlock on Monday, November 21st. Inside, they found a 44-year-old woman that suffered a fatal gunshot wound. While at the scene, Wallace spoke with 10-year-old boy who stated he was awakened by the woman. He said the woman, the boy's mother, at 6 a.m. The boy first told police that he went to her bedroom to retrieve his mother's guns. So, and she got shot by a gun. These women, most of these women got guns. And I think, like on some crazy, like this is weird. Is that my actual job? This chick, yeah, she needed some direction. It was a black woman too. Yeah, black tent. It was a dumb idea, But Lord be with me. Told me that she wanted some directions, and I could just jump right there in her will, and kind of help her with her going advice so that she can get to the right place and get where she need to be. And then they were just they I think 'cause my coworker said something, and then she kind of said, "Oh yeah, I'm carrying" or something like that. It's like, what the hell? Like, these women, you know, you gotta beware for these women, man. You know, say people gonna invade one another for the lack of bread. With sword, they gonna be doing it. With gun, modern day sword is a gun. It says he went to the basement where she grabbed some laundry. He originally described twirling the gun around his finger, so he just spinning it John around apparently, and the gun accidentally went off. That's what he's saying. And due to the age consideration, the complaint says the 10-year-old was allowed to remain with the family. However, the next day, family members contacted the police with his concerns. He done put the damn woman to death. He was demonic. And police were told the 10-year-old had rage issues all his life. He was a demon. He was a monster. And he became very angry and acts out. That's why this kid is getting disciplined. It has nothing else. I don't think he would say anything about a father being in the picture, But yeah, these kids, they be like I said, they be highly demonic, man, in these times. This one kid, like I said, I stopped he was like a teenager now. He was at the baseball field. He wanted me to basically help him with the ball and stuff and such. Help him assist train with baseball. Yeah, but he grew up now. He's um, I think he about 17, 18. Yeah, I seen him. He like a straight goon. And I'm in the trip, so I can't I think a kid he always wanted to kind of hang out, which would have been cool having another, because I did give him the name of the Lord and stuff, but it just I can't just be playing baseball and stuff, and I gotta be doing the work of the Lord like I'm doing the new. I think he holding that as a grudge or something. I couldn't really get back to him and stuff like that. And when I actually seen him, when she, grew up, I could still notice him. He see me in the streets, and I just asked him what was going on. He pretty much told me he going through a lot of things because his mom, had troubled times in the pandemic, still having troubled times, and also he had different friends. He actually that was close to him got murdered and stuff, and it's and they get caught up in street life and stuff, and it's just hey, these women bringing forth these monsters, and it's just all prophecy. Okay, so this is the book of Proverbs chapter 19 and 18. It says, chasten thy son, or correct thy son, while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. Right, he just crying, because a lot of times, kids, they'll just cry to get their way out of things. No, you spoil them. You gotta give them that discipline. All right, chasten them, thy son, while there is hope. There's that telling you there's a time. Because if you don't, beat them and break them down, reasonably, right? I ain't tell you that, you know what I mean? You get what I mean. Because somebody try to take it the wrong way, saying we some type of child abusers. No, it's just correction. You know, and it's biblical. You know, like kids that never even got like a beating. You know, like I got beat. You know, you getting help and you can't. You want to run and you can't, but you in that circle. And then mom is with that whatever object she done grab, a belt or some type of extension cord broken. You spinning in that circle as she hits you, and you got that walk of shame just going up to her, you know, or your dad, or whatever. You know, that chastisement, that you know, could keep you, put fear in you. That's why the Lord deals with us with chastisement. Let's see if I can find another precept. It's a good precept, man. Scriptures talk about the spirit of wrath. That's what I'm trying to possibly find it. I'm trying to. I can check on the comment board, but I'm not sure if anybody actually on it. It's crazy how time flies. All right, finally getting to the comment board. Shalom, I can be able to. Nobody ain't about it. So what I'm gonna do, try to get that preset. And then I should just get the law and that's it. I wanted to find it though. Yeah, there it is, 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. And this is Proverbs chapter 22:6. He shall not depart from it. Right. So remember when it said in 19 and 18, Proverbs, chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare it for his crying. Right. While there hope, obviously you're going to chasten him and train him up so that obviously when he grow old, he will have that fear and no depart from the things in which he learned. All right. Now I'm gonna just go to the law. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 21 and 18. It says that if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mom or mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto him. Yeah, you give him discipline, but he still don't listen. She still want to go out. You know, you got daughters; they don't want to go out. Your sons, they want to keep going out, running the streets. You got their kids, or boys, males, your lot, lads, right? Your lot is meaning boy, young, being like these young bulls, as I say. They they want to be out all night beyond what they supposed to be, do all type of midnight, drugs and all type of stupidness. That hey, if they don't listen, it says, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him up unto the elders of his city, and unto the gate of his place, and they shall say unto the elders of the city, they're gonna be judges. This is our stubborn and rebellious. Oh, it says this is our son, is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey or hearken or listen our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, and he died. So thou shalt put evil from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Right. So it will bring obviously the judgment, will bring fear to the rest of the nation. Like, yeah, you got a young boy, he bad, he'll get put to death. That's one of the hard things to understand about the law. Things like that. Many talk about they follow laws and stuff. You got a crazy ass kid that don't listen, tell you what it be, but you absolutely know it's not expedient this time. We ain't even gonna have to worry about that because in the kingdom our kids gonna be righteous. This is what I care. It's like it. Anyway, that's a lesson to the spirit, man. You got these craziness. Watch out for these kids, man, because they in the streets. They be flash mobbing. They be up to no good. Riding dirt bikes, doing wheelies, crashing into stuff, stealing cars. Hitting licks. All type messing up, vandalizing properties, graffiti and all over things. These are the different things in which you encounter, in these cities. Especially here in Philly, man. I can tell you from first-hand knowledge and such. So hope you edify. Shalom to the next lesson. Yeah, Whew.